Hi, my name is Dana Calvert. I last spoke at one of these meetings 2 years back when my daughter had just started kindergarten at Oakwood. At that time, you may remember I was speaking to oppose the armed security issue, which continues to be implemented despite a lack of evidence that it deters school shootings. I would like to remind the community that there is no evidence that armed gunmen stationed on school grounds deters school shooters, and a mountain of evidence that they do harm students. The presence of armed gunmen at Uvalde and Parkland did not deter the tragedies that took place there. On the other hand, there are hundreds of documented incidents of guns being unintentionally discharged and mishandled, simply because they were there. In fact, at nearby Babylon High School in 2019, a retired police officer negligently left a gun on a bathroom counter. Thankfully, there was no unintentional misfire, but students have been shot in numerous similar situations around the country by the very people who are hired to protect them. Guns at schools have been statistically proven to increase risk and not the other way around, regardless of how counterintuitive that may seem. Therefore, I continue to implore you all, the Board of Education, to re-examine your position and end armed guards, move back to having gun-free schools, and use that substantial yearly amount of money, about $750,000 per year, towards funding more school counselors, more enrichment programs, and infrastructural needs, such as the current dilemma with the portables. If this district is having enough financial trouble that it is prepared to ask the entire community to reconfigure its schools, thereby asking families, educators, and staff to also reconfigure our daily lives, our schedules, our PTAs, our student services, etc., then I ask why it has the financial flexibility to also spend money on non-essential armed gunmen, particularly when it is something so controversial and unproven. Now, regarding the reconfiguration, I am aware that the community will learn more on October 1st, and I look forward to that. But in the meantime, I also want to share why I feel so proud to belong to this community and why I feel somewhat protective of it in its current school setup. As someone who researches equity in education, I can say with confidence that this district is exceptional and stands apart from the rest. But you don't have to study it to know this. We all know that many problems that have plagued neighboring schools have not hindered us here. Whereas New York City and Long Island have the most racially and economically segregated schools in the country, we remain diverse and integrated. Whereas other diverse schools nearby suffer academically, our high school has earned a top rating. Whereas some schools have insufficient language services and even inequitable dual language programs that cater to the English-speaking families only, our programs have continually met the needs of all families invested, and we should all be proud of the many students who have graduated from here with the New York State Seal of Biliteracy. It took a lot of hard work and effort to get where we are. It took Brown versus the Board of Education and the Bilingual Education Act. Civil rights activists dreamed and fought for decades, even gave their lives for what we have accomplished here. With all that at stake, I hope that you have carefully considered many options in addition to the reconfiguration, which has the potential to disrupt the integration that was achieved in part due to our current school setup based on the Princeton plan. Can you describe what alternative plans you have considered and why they were inferior to reconfiguration? Can you assure us that all children currently enrolled in dual language will be able to continue? And can you ensure that the dual language programs across schools will be able to maintain the 50-50 cultural and linguistic balance that is a key component of its success? And if the answer to my questions is yes, will you be providing sufficient evidence on October 1st to validate your plan? Thank you for your time. I look forward to learning more.
Thank you.